Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Jane Warren podcast. And I am here with a solo episode for you. And we are going to be talking all about navigating change. And when it comes to navigating change, how not to give up before things actually happen, before what you're really working towards happens. Because I'm going to tell you, the universe has her own timing, and that universe's timing is unfortunately not aligned with when I want it because I want it now. And maybe you want things for your business and your life now, and they are taking longer than you actually want them to. And that can be really frustrating. Inevitably, you can just give up. And I've seen it, I've seen people do it, I've wanted to do it. And I'm going to share with you very intimately today. I'm going to share with you what I've been going through. I'm going to share with you a view into my life. And you're going to start to understand some of the change that I'm currently navigating. And it might resonate with you. It may be something that you're considering yourself. And I just want to share the ways in which the mindset tools that I've learned over the last 5 years have helped me. And I want to share some new things with you that I did that also helped me, which, I'm always learning from others around me. I'm always learning from other mindset coaches, from other healing coaches. And I did this incredible meditation, and I want to share some of the questions with you because it was truly transformative. And I'm going to try to get through this without coughing because I have had a cough for too long now. And here's to hoping that I can get through this clearly. I'm going to take a sip of water and let's go. Okay, so let's talk about what is happening right now for me and the change that I'm currently preparing for. As you know, or maybe you're new to this podcast, and if you are new, by the way, thank you for joining. Thank you. Anyone listening, thank you for taking time out of your day to really listen to this because, you could be doing anything right now and you're here, and I'm grateful for that. So let's dive into what I've been going through or what's happening in my life. As you may or may not know, I had a career in project management, and I have been doing that since 2007, a very long time. And ever since I started my business back in 2020, I went all into my business. I stopped my project management contracting and went all in. At various times in having my business over the last few years, I picked up project management contracts. You can imagine why. Having a business, especially as your business evolves and you're trying new things. And when I stopped the virtual fitness, that stopped all that income that was coming in and switched and pivoted into life coaching. I had to build a whole new business. And so I chose to pick up a project management contract, which I am incredibly grateful for. Okay. I want to start with that because that contract has allowed me to do a lot of incredible things. It's allowed me to take vacations. It's allowed me to pay off debt. It's allowed me to invest in high level coaching, so many amazing things. So I've been doing this contract right now since July of last year. And this specific contract, I'm working with a company in the UK. And this company, it's been great, And the only downside is I start my day at 5:30 in the morning, which is 10:30 UK time. So I start at 5:30 in the morning and I work a 6-hour shift as per my contract, and I work till 11:30. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I started working with them and, throughout the couple months, leading probably about the first 6 months working with them, it was amazing. It was great. I had a nice breezy workload. I enjoyed my team. I enjoyed my projects. It was really great. Some things changed in early this year. I was put on a new client that was a complete disaster. As I describe it, it's like You think about a warehouse fire, it's like the whole city of Toronto was on fire. And although my mindset was, well, I can manage any fucking project. I can do anything. Bring it on. I'm like, bring it on. If I can turn this around, shit, man, I can literally do anything. And I already knew I could do anything. But so I get put on this project. It was insane. It's literally been insane. 6 hours each day is not even enough. Like, not enough time. I was working overtime, which was eating into my time to spend on my business. Yeah, and it could be really frustrating and very energy draining. And back in January as well, that's when I decided to invest in a new coach and mentor, Fem Wealth Engineer with Nick. She's amazing. And I invested in this coaching because I was like, you know what? I have been working 4 years on building myself, on working on my mindset, on growing as an entrepreneur, on learning. I am ready to take my business to the next level. And if I keep playing the way I'm playing, I ain't going to get there. And so I need to swing with the big hitters, and I need to put myself in the room with them so that I can be inspired and take my business there too. And so I decided to invest in this mentor, and it's been absolutely amazing. And if anyone's been following me since January, I mean, you can see the evolution that I've had in my brand. And I have more clarity on who I'm speaking to. I'm finding my voice more and more every single day. And something else I realized since January, February time is my energy. And I'm noticing that the high stress environment and pressure of this project management contract really gets to me sometimes. Not gonna lie. And it's hard. It's really hard. And, you know, after working 6 hours starting at 5:30 in the morning, I mean, most entrepreneurs, I mean, I don't want to work 6 hours a day. Do you? Like, no, you became an entrepreneur so you can work like 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day. Like, I didn't sign up for this shit, but I chose this shit. And I take full ownership of choosing to do this work. And it's that I get to do this work. It's an opportunity. I get to do it. I get to receive money twice a month, which made me feel very abundant at a time when I started this where I was not feeling that way. So let's talk now about this change that's happening. Early this year, my contract was renewed, and it was renewed for 3 more months. So I was like, great. You know, it was like January time. And I was like, perfect. It's renewing for 3 more months. It's going to be done at the end of June. And great. I need to think about what I want. And I made a decision. I said to myself, you cannot renew this again. Like, it is something that you are doing because it's easy money. And I'm always saying, do things that are easy, make it easy, make it easy. However, there are a lot of side effects that are happening as a result of me doing this now. And I feel like now this job and contract is no longer a match to me. It's not a match at all. And the reason, you know, as I did a lot of self-reflection, it really became very clear that I should not renew this contract. And if I renewed it, I would be in the exact same position I am now with the exact drained energy, likely more resentment and frustrations around the fact that I haven't pushed my business further. And so it really had to change. And as I was talking to my mentor about this, I was talking to Nick about this, you know, a couple months ago, I was like, okay, I made a decision. I'm not renewing my project management contract. It's not happening. And so I am not going to renew it. And I said, the countdown is on. The countdown is on. I have 60 days to figure shit out. I have 60 days to figure out how I'm going to replace that income. And it was like I was on this timeline. I have 60 days to freedom. How many times have you thought whether you're waiting for the freedom, like you're waiting for it because you're currently in maybe a 9 to 5 job. Maybe you're in a 9 to 5 job and you have a business yourself. So you're doing double time and you're just waiting for the day that you can feel free. I literally would say, oh my God, June 28th, June 29th, actually, because the 28th technically is my last day. I was like, June 29th, I'm a free bird. And I caught myself and I was like, what the fuck, girl? You're free now. Like, you're free now. You don't have to wait until the 29th of June to be free. Like, this is one realization. I'm like, no, I can create versions of freedom. It's going to look different than it's going to look on the 29th, but I can create that now, and I have to create that now. And what's interesting, my mentor sent me a voice note, and she said, so I'm sending you this with love because it's something that I also felt myself. And she said, I really think you need to release what the end of your contract means to you. This end of June that you're like hyping up, like you need to release the meaning of it. Because if you're anything like me, she said, that's going to put unnecessary pressure on yourself to do something before then, to make something happen. And if you haven't, or maybe things will happen for you, but you're going to disregard it because you have your mind on something specific that you want to happen, and it's going to bring you down. And she's like, so you need to work between now and then on your mindset around what that means and release the meaning of it. My contract is ending. Life goes on. I'm going to continue then I have all energy to put into my business. So really, let me talk with you a little bit about, as I'm navigating through this and what this is really going to allow me to do and why I made this decision. So I'm not here telling you quit your 9 to 5 job and go all into your business. Like, I'm not telling you that. I'm just sharing with you the feelings that I'm navigating because it might resonate with you. And it might be something that you're either going through now or you're thinking about. So the main reason why I'm like, I need to stop doing this specific contract is because I need to open up space. I need to open up and free up energy for what I truly desire so I can start creating the life that I truly desire. Because yes, I truly desire the money that's coming from this job, but I do not truly desire the tasks that I'm doing every day. I do not desire waking up at 5 and opening my computer at 5:30 to sit down for a potential client meeting. That is not the type of life I want. My morning routines before this contract, I woke up at 6, I journaled, I listened to affirmations, I went for a walk, I went to the gym. I had 3 hours of peace before I even started working. And I was in my creative element because I'm most creative in the morning. So right now, I am working at a time that I'm most creative. And now I am forced to then be creative at a time that is more challenging for me in the afternoon. So really, looking at this, I'm like, this is a no-brainer, like absolute no-brainer because, I need to start managing where my energy is going. And I want you to think about where your energy is going right now and, where you would like your energy to be going to and how can you start to make that possible? You might also need to reevaluate the expectations you have of yourself and how much energy you're expecting. If you're working a 9 to 5 and have a business, you might need to reevaluate and reset your expectations in regards to the energy you can put into your business. You might be expecting that you can put equal energy into your business as you do into your 9 to 5. There just may not be enough time in the day. It just may not make sense. Now, let me touch on some of the mindset work because ending this contract, it brings up a lot of things for me. Let me tell you, girl, I'm human. It's scary as fuck. Ending this contract is fucking scary. Why? Because this contract has allowed me to do a lot of things. This contract has allowed me to have certain financial freedoms. And my immediate thought about this contract ending naturally goes to, holy shit, how the fuck am I going to make this equal money and more? How is it going to happen? Because it's not exactly happening right now. And so, I had fear. It triggered some self-doubt. Now, I've done project management work a couple years ago. I did it again when I was running my business. A contract was offered to me. It always came so easily. It's like handed to me, fortunately. And I took it. And then I stopped doing it because, again, it was no longer serving me. I focused on other aspects of my business. And then I picked it up again. So it brought up self-doubt. It brought up some thoughts of, can I really do this? Can I really make this happen? Like, I know I can. I haven't fully seen it happen yet. But if I can make it happen in my project management job, then no doubt all those skills and qualities are within me right now. So I can do that. I had to really work through this. I had to think about my judgments, think about why I was feeling this fear. Is it warranted? How can I work through this? How can I forgive myself for these fears? How can I create some new truths? How can I go back and think about new truths that I'd made in the past? Success is inevitable for me. Jane, hello. Success is inevitable for you. You got this, girl. You got this. And all of the years of work of money mindset I've done, all of the years, you wouldn't even believe I have had very low lows around money. And, my whole life being very responsible, always having money, always being able to, independence is one of my number one core values. So my entire life, I was hyper independent. And I literally never needed to ask anyone for anything. And I hit a point where I didn't know what to do. And I was feeling so irresponsible about debt that I had accumulated by living, literally, by investing in my business, by investing in coaching and so forth. And I hit low points. And so I have done extensive work on money mindset. I believe that money is coming to and through me. Money is like energy. Money is like oxygen. I heard this amazing analogy. Money is like oxygen. You breathe it, you breathe oxygen in, you breathe it out. You don't think, oh my God, I have no oxygen. I have no oxygen. Like, you don't think that. And so you got to think about money the same way. Money is in constant circulation. And the more I hold on to it, so what I started to notice I was doing is like, I don't know, we all have debt. Maybe everyone listening has some form of debt. And, I have some savings and I was like hoarding away this like savings because, it made me feel better. Like I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just put this aside in case I need it. Just whatever, I'm going to put this aside. Versus also putting it towards my debt, which inevitably is going to help in the end. So, I had to do a lot of work around money mindset and I had to revisit and think about all the growth I've had around my money mindset and remind myself of these things because that was a big fear. So I want you to know, like, if you're currently navigating a change and if you're feeling the fear and the self-doubt, it's completely normal. It's completely normal, okay? I've got some incredible free tools. So if you're listening to this, hit me up. My Instagram handle's in the description. Hit me up because honestly, I've got so many tools to help you work through it because do not let the fear and doubt hold you back from doing what you really want to do. And your fear and doubt will hold you back if you don't work through it. So use the tools. They really helped me. And I want to share with you a little about timing and about not giving up before things happen. Something that's hard to really accept is that the universe has her own time, divine timing, whatever you want to call it. Everything that's meant to happen for you will. However, it's going to happen in the time it's supposed to. So your hopes and dreams may not be happening in this moment, but they're going to happen if you allow them to. And you need to not give up before it happens. And now manifestation and, I'm thinking about the things that I want to happen and that are going to happen and are happening for me right now. I'm thinking about that and what I want in the next couple months. And you need to not only think about the things that you want, keep them top of mind. You want to get into the feeling of how it will feel to have that. You need to start believing it's already yours. I'm already believing in the new goals I have around my coaching business, the new levels I want to take my coaching business to. You know, I'm believing that I have that now. I'm thinking about what I would spend my money on the money I have. Like I have it. It's here. What would I spend it on? These are ways in which you can start to get your head into where you want to be, into your future self. And then you also need to be taking actions. So, when it comes to waiting and not giving up before what you want actually happens, you need to remember you need to take some action. So, above and beyond thinking and feeling into what you want, take actions towards that. What is a small step that you can take? And a way in which I did this really interesting mind meditation activity. And then I was asked these questions. I'm going to share two of them with you. And I want to leave you with this because if you're trying to navigate something right now and you're unsure exactly how to start taking action, how can you start really thinking about the life that you want? How can you start aligning your energy to that? I want you to answer these two questions because this really helped me. And I'm hoping it can also help you too if you take the time to actually think about them. So the first question is, what do I need to believe about myself to step into my next level? I'll say that again. What do I need to believe about myself to step into my next level? So I want you to think about that. And, you can pause this, you can write it down, come back to it later. But I wrote out a whole page. I wrote out a whole page of what I needed to start believing about myself to get into this next level I want. And the amazing thing is, it's going to be the same for you. Everything you need to believe is already within you right now. So I don't need to learn anything new. I don't need to do another course. I just literally need to fucking believe it. You know how I said about all that success I had with this new client and this project management contract? I have literally done a 180 with this client. It's actually pretty fucking amazing what I've done in such a short amount of time. And I'm like, the things I just did, I have all the same skills, attributes, qualities within me right now to do the exact same thing and to step up in my business. And so that's the first question. Think about that. The next question is, what am I believing about myself that needs to be released? What am I believing about myself that needs to be released? So let me share with you what I did here. Is I wrote a letter to myself about something that needed to be released. And I addressed this letter to project manager Jane. And in this letter, I spoke about how project manager Jane served me in many ways. And I went into detail in all the ways in which she served me. And then I went in detail about why she needs to be released. And she's going to be released. And so this is really powerful. So first, remember, you're asking yourself, what do I need to believe about myself in order to step into my next level? And then the second question is, what do I need to start believing? What am I believing, that needs to be released? And this is going to help you. This is going to help you while you're navigating change. This is going to help you to see that things are really happening for you. You know, there's a lot of amazing things about you right now. And you can really honestly have anything you want. You're worthy and deserving of the life that you want. You really are. And it's time that you start aligning yourself to that. Again, I'm not saying quit your 9 to 5, but if you can start taking steps that align to what you truly want in life, you are going to be so much fucking happier, straight up. I cannot wait to hear from you. If you answer these questions, hit me up. Hit me up. Send me a DM. I'd love to hear how they resonated with you. I cannot wait to further share more about this life-changing thing I'm doing right now, about navigating this change. I mean, watch, girl. You just pay attention, everyone. Pay attention because things are going to be happening. Things are happening, and it's all going to go really well and blow up. And I'm so excited. So thank you for joining me today. I can't wait to hear from you.